everyone, and welcome back to Queen G's Recipes. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make a creamy raspberry jello dessert. Requires very few ingredients, very minimal effort, and most definitely very simple to make. And you will have this dessert done in no time. And it just requires a few hours in the fridge to firm up, and it's as simple as that. So let's go over the ingredients we'll be needing. Now for the gelatin part of this dessert, it'll be the top layer. You will require 1 package of raspberry jello. You'll also need half a cup of boiling water and half a cup of cold filtered water or spring water, whatever you have there available. Now you'll need those 3 things for the jello part, and you will also be adding some fresh raspberries that I have here. Okay, so this is for our creamy part. So we're going to need, for the gelatin part of this dessert, we will need about 1 1/4 cups of fresh raspberries. I have rinsed mine already, dried them, make sure they're completely dry of any excess water, and that's about it. So for the pudding flan part of it, you're going to need 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. Here I have 1 cup of milk plus 1 cup of half and half cream. You'll also need 2 packages of Jell-O, raspberry jello here. I will be adding 1 more. And you will also need about half a cup of fresh raspberries, rinsed and dried as well, which we will be adding into our blender. Now, the whole recipe will be in the description box, so don't worry about any of the ingredients or anything like that. It will all be there. Now, lastly, I wanted to show you my mold. I'm going to be using this Jell-O mold here. It's a simple, easy release, and you can buy these on Amazon, Etsy, or any store that would have like any Tupperware, any, you know, a lot of plastic containers, things like that. You could easily find something like that. If you don't want to do any of that, you can also just grease a 10-cup bundt cake pan and just lightly grease it with a little bit of vegetable oil, and you will be perfectly fine. You can use that as well. So I have my water coming up to a boil here, and now we are going to move on to making our jello. Okay, so into our bowl here, we are going to add our 1 package of raspberry jello. Okay, and we're going to add in half a cup of boiling water. And we're going to stir until our jello is completely dissolved. Okay, so once our gelatin is completely dissolved, we will add in half a cup of cold water and stir together. Okay, so now that we have our jello prepared, we're going to place it on our prepared mold or pan, whatever you are using. Okay. We are now going to take our 1 1/4 cups of fresh raspberries, and we're just going to drop them gently into our jello here. Okay, so give this a little gentle shake to kind of coat our raspberries in that jello mixture here. Okay. You can also place the raspberries first and then add your jello on top. That's up to you. Okay, so now we are going to place this in our fridge until firm, probably about 2 hours or so, and then we will be right back to make our creamy mixture. Okay, so my Jell-O was in the fridge for about an hour and a half, and as you can see, it is nice and firm. Okay, as long as it's firm to the touch and nothing is sticking to your finger, then you know it is perfect to move on to the next step. I'm going to place this back into my fridge, and we are ready to make our creamy mixture. Okay, so into a nice clean bowl, we are going to add in both packages of raspberry Jell-O. Okay. Okay, so into our 2 packages of raspberry Jell-O, we're going to add in 1 cup of boiling water just to dissolve our Jell-O, and there's no need to add any additional cold water. This is the only water we are adding into this. And stir until completely dissolved. Okay, so now into our blender, we're going to add in our Jell-O mixture here. Okay. Our half a cup of fresh raspberries. We're going to add in our sweetened condensed milk. And we're going to add in our milk and half and half cream. Okay. Okay, and now we'll blend for 2 minutes. Okay, so now that we have our creamy mixture here, we are going to add it on top of our nice firm Jell-O. Now that's very important that it's firm before you make the top mixture. So carefully, gently pour it over until you have used up all of it. Okay, so now I'm going to cover it with my lid. If you're using a bundt pan or anything else that doesn't have a lid, that's totally fine. Just cover it with some aluminum foil and you'll be fine. So we're gonna place this back into the fridge for a minimum of 4 to 6 hours or until completely firm to the touch. So I'll let you know what it looks like when we get there, and then we'll be ready to try it. Okay, so my creamy raspberry Jello dessert was in the fridge for a little over 4 hours, so about 4.5 hours, and now as you can see, it is nice and firm to the touch, and it moves away from the edges. So as long as it is nice and firm, then you can go ahead and remove it from your mold. And look how amazing that looks. It is just perfection. This is just a perfect dessert for any occasion. And now most definitely we are going to try it. You can see the raspberries throughout the gelatin on top. It is just beautiful, perfection, and now we're going to try it. It is so perfect, so flavorful. The sweetness is just perfect. The raspberries are intact. It's just perfection and definitely perfect for any occasion throughout the year. So here you have it, an amazing dessert. So simple to make, and I really hope you guys give this a try. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload a new and delicious recipe. Give our video a nice big thumbs up, and don't forget to share the recipe with your family and friends, and simply enjoy it. So I'll see you on my next video. Take care. Bye everyone.